Welcome back, everyone, here to Bronx Talk. Today got a very special video for you guys. We are going to be going over the 5 biggest surprises for the New York Yankees here in 2023. Obviously, with every new season, there's going to be guys that surprise you, that catch your eye. You weren't totally expecting a whole much out of them, and then they surprise you, and they pitch or hit really, really good and are just a key contributor for your team. And these players we have here are doing just that for the New York Yankees. So, up first, we got Ian Hamilton. In 16 games, Ian Hamilton's 1-1 with a 1.23 ERA, 22 innings pitched. He's racked up 30 strikeouts and posted a 1.09 whip. And Ian Hamilton started the season with the Rail Riders in AAA, didn't make the opening day roster. And since being called up, he's been absolutely dominant for the New York Yankees. And the great thing with Ian Hamilton is he's climbed from the bottom of the bullpen all the way to the top. At first, he was just pitching in low leverage situations, and he's worked his way all the way to the top, and has been a super effective reliever for the New York Yankees. He came out of nowhere. He's obviously dealt with a lot. He got hit in the face with a ball, had to get jaw surgeries and stuff like that. And it's so awesome to see him having a great season. Unfortunately, he's on the IL right now, but he's been super effective for the Yankees, and hopefully they get him back soon because he is awesome.
Yeah, he's been great, and his story is also really cool. He got hit in the face by a ball, I think in a minor league game, and then he had a big recovery. He had to get complete surgery all over his face, but he came back, and he's having the best season of his career, and he's one of the best guys in the bullpen right now. So, yeah, we hope we can get him back soon because he's been great. And another reliever that's really impressed is Jimmy Cordero. Now, he's posted a 3.47 ERA and a 2.82 FIP in 23 and third innings pitched. And another cool stat, he's one of 8 pitchers to not allow a barrel this season. And look, this guy has came in some really big spots for the Yankees. And what's interesting is he's really only a 2-pitch guy. And I know that relievers don't necessarily need a whole 5-pitch arsenal, but he's sinker 70% of the time, slider 30. And it's worked. I mean, he relies on velocity and movement, and he's been getting some really big outs for the Yankees. And he's really stepped up with some guys out of the bullpen to start the season, and he's definitely secured a spot in there.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been really, really good. He's even started a game for the Yankees as an opener. He's pitched a whole bunch of different innings, and he's been really, really big for the Yankees, no doubt about it. The next guy we got is Willie Calhoun. And Willie Calhoun's been pretty good for the Yankees since April 25th. He's 23 for 79. That's 291. Has 5 doubles, 3 home runs, 9 walks, and that's an 828 OPS. Thank you for talking Yanks for that stat. And Willie Calhoun kind of got off to a slow start with the Yankees, but like I just said, since April 25th, he's been really, really good. And the Yankees have, really needed Willie Calhoun to step up because guys have been on the injured list. And he's really stepped up, and he's really played well for the Yankees. He had a lot of big hits for them, and he's just been really, really good. He's been batting all different spots in the order. He's been batting third lately with Rizzo out, and he's been really big for the Yankees. Another guy, he was a spring training invitee. Probably didn't expect a lot out of him. He's really struggled the last couple of years, but he's really putting together a solid season for the Yankees, and he's really being productive at a time when the Yankees need him.
Yeah, no, and I'll tell you, his first week or two with the Yankees was not great, and there was a point where I think a lot of us were saying, "Why is this guy on the team?" Right? There is guys in AAA that we would rather have taking at bats, but he has really flipped the switch. We've seen a little bit of power, and yeah, now he's batting 3 for the Yankees, which who knows if that's where he belongs, but I mean he's been doing great. And that's really all you can ask for. He battled at spring, and now he's competing at the majors. And I'll tell you, he's gonna put Cashman in a tough situation because he has to decide who's off the team when Stanton and Donaldson come back. And right now, I think Willie Calhoun's done enough to prove that he belongs on this team. Just as a nice lefty bench bat. late in
Absolutely.
games. The next guy we're going to talk about is Albert Abreu, who's been very solid this season and become pretty reliable, I guess you could say, which is something that we haven't seen in previous years. You know, his ERA is in three is similar to last year, but I just feel like a lot more comfortable with him this season, which is something that we really haven't seen. And he's already 10 innings away from throwing the most in his career, and it's June 1st. So he's just become a little more consistent, and that's really all we wanted to see with Albert Abreu. Like, we knew he has the stuff. He can dial it up to 100. He has the filthy breaking stuff, but we just wanted him to become a little more reliable. I think he's done that this year, and I'm not saying that this is going to continue or even that he's going to be on the team for the rest of the year because, once Canely, Hamilton, all these guys come back, there's a good chance he's on the chopping block. But look, so far, we've needed some innings to fill, and he's done great in some big spots. So props to him, and it's been a nice surprise.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can see why he keeps getting picked up. The stuff is definitely there, just has to put it together, and he's definitely taking the right steps to doing that. And the final guy we got is Ryan Weber. In 7 games this year, he's 1-0, posted a 2.92 ERA in 12.1 innings, racked up 6 strikeouts and a 1.30 whip. Now, Ryan Weber also started the season in AAA for the Yankees. He was really good for the Yankees last year. I think he had like a 0.81 or 0.82 ERA. It was really, really good for them. And, he was in AAA. Maybe we didn't even expect to see him this year. But with some injuries to the pen, Ryan Weber gets the call. And once again, he's really performed at the big league level. He throws strikes, gets the ball over the plate, and he's getting outs. And that's really all you can ask for. And it's not like this guy is just throwing, low leverage spots all the time. No, I mean, he's been good for, long relief. He's pitched 2 innings, 3 innings when you needed him. In the Toronto series, when the bullpen was really gassed, he was pitching really meaningful innings late in the game. He's done it all. He's a veteran, and I really like the presence he brings on the mound. I really feel comfortable with him out there on the mound because he's going to throw strikes. He's going to do the job, and I think it's a surprise to many people because he's doing it again here in 2023.
Yeah, it might have surprised me the most out of anybody. And I'm finally a Ryan Weber supporter. For a while I didn't understand it because it's less than 90 miles an hour, right down the middle with a little sink action, but not something you would expect to be getting outs in the major leagues. But he just keeps doing it, right? And he's coming in some pretty big spots, especially that Toronto series. So, I mean, it's been a really nice surprise. Just like a lot of these relievers, he's kind of filled the gap. Is there a good chance he's off the team down the stretch? Yes, but look, so far he's done a great job, and that's all you can ask for really with any player that comes up.
Absolutely. These are our 5 biggest surprises for the New York Yankees in 2023.